Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Caregiver's Compass, where we guide you through the journey of aging, caregiving, and life's most important transitions. I am Regina Webb. I'm an occupational therapy assistant, a senior care and transition strategist, a licensed realtor, and the founder of Compass Senior Living Advisors. My partner, Krista Goddett, is not with us on tonight. She is an occupational therapist. And together, we help families navigate senior care, housing options, and emotional decisions that come with it so that you don't have to do alone. So tonight, we're continue to celebrate Mental Health Awareness Month, and tonight we're going to talk about things you can do with a person with dementia or Alzheimer's disease to still make that connection. I know as a caregiver, it can get very difficult to make those connections. One, life is overwhelming and hard being the caregiver. And then two, your loved one or that person that you're caring for is changing. So I want to give you guys just some ideas, some things that you can do to continue to make that connection, to continue to create those smiles and those memories for yourself and those glimmers of hope. Okay. So let's talk about it. And let me tell you, so me, I'm an occupational therapy assistant, right? And I also am a caregiver. But beyond that, I have been in the space of senior care for about 15 years. And I have had many experiences working with different stages of dementia and Alzheimer's. And I feel like there's always a way to make a connection. And I'm drawing from my experiences. And also, I have a list that I'll be looking at. But my experiences of making those heartfelt connections, getting those smiles, and seeing the person beyond their state of being now and seeing that person that once was. So, hopefully, I'll give you all something tonight that you can try, you can do. Write in a comment. Let me know what worked for you or what you're doing. If I say something that I didn't say something that you're doing and it's working for you, I do ask you that you write it in the comments and share it with someone else because at the end of the day, we're on this journey together. And together we are stronger. So I have this quote I want to read. I wrote it. I got it because I want to say it properly, which is people will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. So we want to tap into that right there. Making feelings, making moments that tap into feelings of old memories that create a revisit of that joy from old memories. Okay. So, the first one is listening to music. Depending on their age, the genre when they were younger, and I've done this before, um, put in the essentials of the 20s, the 30s, the best of the 40s, the best of the 50s. And you would be surprised the songs that come out of their memory, and they'll get to bobbing and moving and smiling. So try that. Try some old music. Coloring. That sounds kind of kiddish, but you would be surprised if they still kind of have that fine motor control. Coloring. I have a person that I know, and she loves coloring. She zones out. Like I have to pull her out of that in order to do something else when it comes to coloring. So try something like coloring. If your loved one was a homemaker who loved and took pride in her home and loved to take care of her home, try things like folding laundry, folding towels, depending on her balance or his balance, even depending on their balance. Try things like vacuuming. The thing is giving them the opportunity to do what they can do. A lot of times in this journey, and things feel so rushed, and we're just trying to get to the next thing, and we skip that moment of giving them the opportunity to do things like dress themselves, put their own shirt on. They may button it up wrong, but they buttoned it up, and so their brain is still processing how to button the shirt, and then you can go back and fix it. Dressing themselves is a big thing, giving them the opportunity to dress themselves. You can even, in that moment of dressing, maybe bring up some nursery rhymes, look up some nursery rhymes, and you initiate them, you start them. Sometimes you got to repeat them a couple times and make it fun. You would be surprised at how they'll kind of loosen up and move around as if they're really enjoying it. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to be able to make those connections. Um, so petting a pet. So if you have a pet and just sitting there with them, taking the time to pet a pet, especially if you know they liked pets and they had pets before. If you don't have a pet, have your friend, have someone visit with their pet, friendly pet, so that they can, pet the animal and hold the animal. That is a really good one as well. Sorting objects, this is an interesting one. You can do things like, create a little bowl of objects and put some buttons in there, put some screws in there. You don't want anything sharp in there. Put some tops in there. Put maybe five each of some things, right? So maybe think of five different things: buttons, screws, tops. You can even do the little eggs that you do for Easter. You can put things in there and open them up, and then find what's inside. Create a big surprise effect. Well, let's see what's in here, to create that connection and that activity, to make it fun. Going for a ride in familiar areas, maybe where they grew up, if you're still in the same space. Going for a ride, looking around, look for familiar places that they enjoyed, and talking about those places. If you were with them, you have memories with them in those spaces, talking about it. They may not remember all of it, but if you talk about how you felt in that moment, what they did to make you feel that way in that moment, it's still making the connection. Sorting socks, again, that's for our people that love homemaking and taking care of the home. Back in the older generations, back in the day, a lot of people were homemakers, and then a lot of people. Oh, I know a lot of women. So around they're in their like 80s and somewhere around that. I find that a lot of women were like secretaries. So I don't know. You can explore a thrift store. Go look for an old typewriter. That would be really cool, for them to, so that they can remember, and just kind of moment of nostalgia, right? Folding tiles, we talked about that. Making a family tree. So if it's early on in the stages in that memory, it may have some challenges here and there, but it's pretty much intact. Take advantage of that time. Take advantage of that time, make the family tree, create a memory book. Go get your old pictures, talk about the pictures. If they're able to talk about what was going on in that moment, how they felt, the memory behind that moment, create a memory book. Write a note about that moment. What is this picture about? What was happening? Who are the people in it? Where were you? And write notes about those pictures. That's another really good idea that you can always kind of revisit and refer to. And as far as the family tree, that is something that you're creating legacy with them while they're able. That's going to be priceless. That's going to be priceless. All right. And so playing horseshoe, if they, even if they're not ambulatory, they can't walk around, if they're in a wheelchair, but they still have that arm motion, create horseshoe. They have, if you can't go outside and do the horseshoe, they have the kind where you can, the little plastic ones you can do indoors to just create the interactive activity to break up the mundane monotony of just kind of going through the journey of caregiving for yourself and for your loved one. Gardening. This time of year at Aldi's, I saw some raised garden beds. You can create a raised garden beds. If you don't want to do fruits and vegetables, you can do flowers. Just that action of gardening, especially if that's something that they used to love, you can now adapt it and modify it where they still can do that activity that they love. They just don't have to get on the ground and do it. They can do it at a chest level. Let's see, dancing. Oh my gosh, dancing. I just did this the other day with someone. It was the cutest thing. We were actually doing a whole other activity, and my little goofy self. I don't know what I was thinking. She had her little weights on. We were doing activity. And I just started doing a cha-cha slide and doing the steps. And she mimicked everything I did. And she was having a ball and dancing and everything with me. It was so beautiful. It stopped the whole gym. I tapped into a memory just by starting to dance. And so we have singing a hymn. Again, this has been effective for me with different individuals is singing hymns when they cannot remember anything else. It's really heartwarming that you can start a hymn or start a song and they're able to sing with you, and you can almost feel how much they can feel how it touches them in such a deep way. That is a beautiful way to make a connection. Again, they may not remember who you are anymore. They might not remember what you've done for them, but they will remember how you made them feel. So music, movement, props, that's a fun thing. You'll be surprised. So things like masquerade, the props, the feathers, just all the different things. That's a lot of fun. Make it fun. You can make a party every day, right? Get the not the lace, but you know the little feather things, and just get all kind of stuff and dress up and have fun and just laugh. Create laughter. That is good for even your as a caregiver, your mental health. Create laughter, create the smiles as much as possible, and you will be surprised how that does something for you and restores and strengthens you to continue on your journey as well. Feeding the ducks, sitting out at the park, feeding the ducks, people watching at the park, especially if it's a walking trail, maybe around the lake or something, sitting around feeding the animals and people watching. And that's a lot of fun as well. And it's you're getting fresh air, you're able to relax, and you're able to just have a moment and breathe, even for yourself, caregiver. And creating a picture book or looking through a picture book, reading out loud to them and them listening. And then it may be little short spurts talking about what you read. Um, Puzzles. Oh my gosh, puzzles are huge. So if they enjoy things like puzzles, they may not be able to do a 500-piece puzzle. Sometimes they may, but you can kind of scale it back. Do a 24-piece puzzle, 36-piece puzzle, 12-piece puzzle. You can go all the way down to the smaller puzzle, just matching those things and creating those puzzles. That's always something. If they were good at puzzles, if they weren't good at puzzles, they're not going to be good at puzzles. But if they were good at puzzles, that's a really great way to connect with them. I'm super guilty of that one. Remembering famous people. Now you got to go back to their day and time. But coming up with famous people, maybe pulling up the image. We got our phones, right? Pulling up the image. Remembering famous people, talking about the movies, talking about some of their favorite movies if you know them. And just recalling those moments. Things like making a fruit salad, that's an act of engagement. And it is a big benefit because y'all can eat this fruit salad when you're done later, right? So making a fruit salad together, enjoying the fruit, eating as you go, laughing, talking. You can talk about anything, talk about the birds, whatever level of engagement they are at. Let's just maximize it and make those connections, because making those connections while you can are a great source of healing and a great source of strength. Dusting furniture. Again, those that love homemaking, dusting furniture is easy. And if they're not able to walk around, you can bring things to them and let them dust and let them wipe and take care of the home. Bring it to them if they're not able to walk around the home. Finish a Bible quote. If they were in church, if they were in their word, if they're those mothers, those prayer warriors, those older preachers, that word is in them. Let me tell you, that word is in them. Reading the word aloud, talking about the word, that I know for a fact will bring out some memories, if nothing else will. That word is in them. So, utilizing that word, praying together. Uh, Allow them to feel useful. Bring your prayer request to them and ask them to pray for you in that. And take that moment and pray together and see if you can get them to pray for you and cover you in prayer. Those moments are invaluable. And then the last one, cutting out pictures. You can cut out, you can print out different things. You can make larger printings, which are easier to cut instead of something that's um, intricate. You want something with easy curves and lines that's easy to cut, so that they can feel like they have accomplished something. So, again, thank you so much. If I have said anything that is of help to you, if you have something that you want to share that has worked for you to make those connections, please put them in our comments at the in the bottom. Please like, please share, and subscribe. We are growing this channel because we are the Caregivers Compass. Our goal is to empower caregivers. Caregivers feel some of the some people that this this walk can feel very lonely, very lonely. And one of the reasons why I and we started this channel is to ensure our caregivers out there that you are not alone. We're here with you. We're here for you. Um, I'm a caregiver, but I'm also bringing my knowledge and my skill set to help empower you as much as I can. So thank you for joining me here at the Caregivers Compass, again, where we guide you through the journey of aging, caregiving, and life's most challenging decisions. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.